everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Porter Hodge. What do we have on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
And there's one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. A very athletic offensive group with speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats, because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively. Jonathan India now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Alcantara takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. That one is absolutely belted. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So 1 left for Cincinnati, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Brady Singer. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That's down and in.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it, and there's one down. John Birdie at the plate. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hands it. Tough play, but no chance. That's an infield single. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. There's a strike.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that.
And that'll do it. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Hodge back to work. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's one, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he made the decision to try to take it himself at second and then throw for the double play over to first base, but good hustle down the line. You know, it's a toss-up to think if he flipped it, could they have gotten him? I think you just have to go with your conviction.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's hard hit on the line. Pro Armstrong makes the catch, and that is that. Reds leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. In half, up to hit. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. And he hits a ground ball right side onto O'Hearn. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Singer, a 6'5" righty, 215 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Just missed. That one inside, and it's 2-0. 2 out, space is empty. On the inside corner for a strike. And that's through there for a strike. It's 2-2. To the right side. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-2. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Cubs leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. There's the strike up high, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Alcantara puts it away for the out. One away. So the batting order turns over, and now it's Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. It looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
On a line out towards center. Snags it on the run. 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And first offering is fouled off.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles. But you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
No balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Hit hard, base hit.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
So a man aboard. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. There's a swing and a drive. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. Ouch, that one drilled him. He's in there. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
In now for the Reds, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 1 so far. Runner on the go. There's a line drive to left field. Could be extra bases. Coming home. The relay throw. He'll score, and they lead by 3. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And here is Jamer Candelario. And first offering is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off left side. On the ground. Fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. That's in for a strike. And delivers outside.
Out.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw is late and they don't get an out on the play. Back to the top of the lineup. So here's Horner now. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Man at first, 1 away.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one the other way. India flips it. There's 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. That one pushed to the left and foul.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Left-hand hitter waits. To the right side. Bush steps on the bag. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
The center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Two down, bases empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. Cut on and lifted in the air. That's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Porter Hodge gives way, and a decent effort could. Considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. Pitching change here, Keegan Thompson. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Now it's going to be Austin Hayes. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first, and that's terrific work out of the bullpen. One pitch to end the frame. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double, and midway in the fourth, it's the Reds 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Outside low, and it's 1-0. High fly ball out to left field. Steer gets under it, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up.
There is a reason, and then if I retreat, then I'm worth is pulling the trees, and man, I want to be blameless. Strange and unashamed, about as tame as a flame is. Timid as a lion, quiet as a hurricane.
That one's in there. That's strike one.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Base hit center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 3-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out, runner at second. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. That clips the zone. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Happ over at second, 1 down. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped up. Steer on the move. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Doubled his first time. That misses. And that's ball 1. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
1-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs. swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Did he trip? What happened? Sniper?
Great effort. That's how bad he wanted that one. Head first dive.
Fly ball center field. And makes the grab. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Now this is in the air down the line. Alcantara sizing this one up. Makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He's one of the best players in the game.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, you know this guy wants to pitch up something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall, but you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out, bases empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Spencer Steer. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gets it to first. And now two gone. Caught up now trying to get to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs 1. And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five, Kevin Alcantara. Singer back to work. And there's a strike. Alcantara with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. That to right. Benson hauls it in, and there's one away. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Crow Armstrong in his second season, 22 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And that one in the air center field. He's got it, and there's two away. Nico Horner will come up to hit.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Crow Armstrong on at second with two down. That one to first. O'Hearn. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs, and they still trail it here 3-1. Back here at the friendly confines, top of the sixth inning, and now it's going to be Ryan O'Hearn. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, 6 hits on the first pitch alone. That tells you something.
Ball, that's inside.
Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So digging in, Jamer Candelario, 1 for 2.
The right fielder, number 30, Will Benson.
And now the right fielder, Will Benson. Swings and misses. Strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
In the air, left field, down the line. Happ snags it. Out. Number 2. Randy Arozarena, the next to hit for the Reds. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
0-2.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3. So one hit is all they get. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs 1. Here at Wrigley Field, well, we go bottom 6. So up now for Chicago, John Birdie. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And that drops in for a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Seiya Suzuki, the next. Cub to hit.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Struck him out looking. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Ian Happ. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Just misses with that one.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Now, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line. Oh, honey, I'll bring you with me if I know you have the time.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyson Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Line drive, caught. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Austin Hayes. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Trevor Richards up and loosening in the pen. Merriweather also getting ready. Inside just missed. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Bush going back on this one. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson fires over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
The batter number 6, second baseman, Jonathan India.
2 outs, base is empty. Jonathan India, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Up next for Cincinnati, the shortstop, Ellie.
Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. Swing, and that ball is blasted. That one on its way, and it is gone. A home run, and that's the cycle. Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. The other way, makes the grab, and that's the inning. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. It's now 5-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
It's more than you ever know. We here for winning and the feeling is incredible. All we do is take it to the ceiling when we set it off and open up the book and we'll be grinning in the...
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
That clips a corner.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Steer brings it in, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Crow Armstrong stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Well struck right field, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Benson. He's got it, and that is that.
Let me work. I put in work. Now watch me.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Ryan.
Miller back to work. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Jamer Candelario, the next. to hit for the Reds. Miller in his third season, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he turns and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
He was all over that one. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyson Miller. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Trevor Richards. He last pitched 2 days ago. Will Benson getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Candelario leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a big swing and a miss.
They just threw that fastball by him. Elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Alcantara on the move to the alley. He makes the grab, and that is that. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And out number one on the grab. Now the number 2 hitter, John Birdie. He's been a great free agent sign. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know at the very
to India at second for one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 1. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. On to Bush. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ripped to right. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 1. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Late swing, foul to the left. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. And next for the Cubs, Michael Bush. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank. The key there, tracking the baseball all the way back through the hitting zone, allows you to hit a ball right back up the box like that.
Ripped to third and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
1 out left for the Cubs. So up now for Chicago. Alcantara. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Swing and a base hit. The throw to second is offline. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Bush over at second. Alcantara on at first with 2 down. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit. And my, this some rich shit back with.
Kiss away all your problems, just sleep on the couch. I'll make my own lemonade. Then we go up the drive, through the door, cut my hair on the kitchen floor. Back in mind, you're better off alone. So don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart. If you're gonna leave me, don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart. Take it or leave it. You're turning squares in a circle, just spit it right out. You shove it right in my face. You say, hey, what's your problem? Why you talking like that? Knowing I'll picture you leaving, you're not coming back. Up the drive, through the door, cut my hair on the kitchen floor. Back in mind, you're better off with one love, 2 miles, a missed call.